I remember that morning as I stood in my shower, crying my eyes out. It was the only place I could break down without freaking my family out. Nothing tragic had happened, and from the outside, my life looked good, but inside I was drowning. I had a beautiful family, a husband who loved me, two daughters that I adore, a successful career helping people navigate their career paths, a thriving six-figure business that I had built from the ground up. But still, inside, there was an emptiness I couldn't shake. I was anxious. I was always sad. And deep down, I felt lost, confused, overwhelmed. Somewhere along the way, I had gone missing and no one noticed. I just knew I wanted more. I wanted different. I realized I could not even remember the last time I felt truly happy, truly alive, or excited about my life. And that's when I knew I couldn't pretend anymore. That day, I made the decision. I didn't have the answers or the plan, but I knew I couldn't live disconnected anymore. So I did the thing I knew how to do. I prayed. I asked God to help me. And then I started searching, not outside of myself, but inside. I asked deep questions that I've been too busy, too scared, or too distracted to ask for years. I did the hardest and the most healing work of my life. And slowly, something powerful happened. I found healing. I found my way back to me. I reconnected with my voice. I reclaimed my dreams. I remembered who I was beyond the roles, beyond the titles and the expectations. And for the very first time in a long time, I felt peace. I felt purpose. I felt powerful again. And I didn't just change internally. Everything around me started to shift. I created more time freedom. I expanded my business even further. I started building real wealth. I experienced success, true success. Hi, I'm Tammy. I created a shift up code for visionary women like you and I, women who have spent years doing everything for everyone else, women who are successful on paper but quietly wondering, when do I get to live for me again? You see, I rewrote my story. And now I get to help other incredible women like my client, Joy, Linda, Faith, women who thought they had missed their moment, but are now living freer, wealthier, more purpose-filled life because they gave themselves permission to rewire, to rebuild, and to rise to everything they were created to be. If you're watching this today and any part of my story feels even remotely familiar, it's not a coincidence. There's a reason you didn't just scroll past this. The Shift Up Code is a proven path designed to help visionary women like you reclaim your power, ignite your energy, and create a life rich with purpose, freedom, and success. Because midlife isn't the end of our story. It's actually where the magic begins. It's the most powerful beginning of our life. If you've been feeling off or disconnected or overwhelmed lately, like you are growing a version of your life that you know, but you don't know what next. You're not broken. You're not too late or behind. You're not ungrateful for wanting more. You're not crazy. And most importantly, you're not alone. Inside this free 3 days shift up masterclass, you'll reconnect with the woman you buried under all the routines and the to-do lists. You get honest about what's no longer working and why. And you get a clear about what you really want and what's been holding you back. You start building a future that finally feels like you. A next chapter filled with joy, freedom, impact, and abundance. No pressure to start over from the scratch. No overwhelm or trying to figure it out alone. Just space to breathe, to remember, to shift up. What if this is your moment? Your moment to break free, your moment to rise as the woman you were meant to be, your moment to create a life rich with time, freedom, joy, and wealth. Don't let it pass you by. You just have to say yes to yourself because action is what unlocks the answers. Really, what have you got to lose? It's free for now, but not for too long. Say yes before the doors close. What do you stand to gain? Real clarity, time freedom, unstoppable confidence, financial expansion, deep soul-rooted success, and the foundation to create a life and future that finally fits into the woman you are becoming. Now, spots are limited because I'm committed to giving every woman who joins the masterclass real attention, real support, and real space to rise. The woman you're meant to be, she's already waiting for you. Don't miss your opening. Say yes. Your next chapter, it's calling. Save your spot now. I'll see you on the inside.